is everyone this evening? This is Jeff here with Bad Abby's Customs. I don't have a lot for y'all tonight, just a little bit of work done on the warlock. It took a little bit of time, and just going to show you what little I did, and then show you the final on the gasser. I finally got that thing together for a buddy of mine's friend for that, what's it called, silent auction for their daughter's got the cancer and stuff. So, and then we also got a shop card in the mail, so I actually might go ahead and start with that. I don't know if you guys have seen his channel. I'm sure y'all have. It's David Parsley's Custom Scale Emergency Models. I've been watching him since before I started anything. Granted, I haven't been on here that long, but I've been watching him for probably over a year. He does great work. I mean, it's just awesome. I think the first video I saw was this little, I think this is the one, the Plymouth he did for, I think it was that USAC build or something a year or two ago, where he turned the Plymouth into a 4-door, make the cop. I believe it's all emergency vehicles. That's all I've ever seen, but a lot of it, he scratch builds himself, and it's just, they're awesome. Y'all need to go check his channel out. If you haven't already subscribed to it, go there, and it's well worth it. He makes some just amazing cars, trucks, a little bit of everything. So those fire trucks he makes, there's no way I could do it. I mean, it's just, y'all need to go there and check him out. It's very much worth your time to sit around, watch it, learn a lot from him. So, but I also want to thank all of our subscribers, all our new ones, all of our old ones. We greatly appreciate you guys. Appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate the comments. Enjoy reading them and answering them. And like I said, I'm still new to this YouTube thing, so I noticed the other day I had some comments and stuff from when I first started here a few months back. So I answered those this weekend. So if you've commented on my stuff before, I'm just now finding it. Sometimes I'm getting better at it. I kind of know where to look now, but some of them popped up from like 4 months ago or some couple months back. So I answered them. Sorry about the delay there. It's just still working on learning all this stuff. So, but here we'll get to the warlock here. We did almost really nothing to it. We made some drive shafts for it, so that's about it. We took some styrene tubing there and evergreen stuff and just kind of cut them out. Abby's, if y'all hear anything in the background, that's Abby back here. They're wrestling, so she sounds mad, but she's not. They're back here playing with each other. So, but we made some little U-joints for them, and the ones here in the transfer case, they don't come in and out, but the ones for the rear end, they will come in and out a little bit. They fit pretty good too. These are stock drive shafts that come from the kit. I just took off the outer U-joint right there because we needed to shorten all these. One was too long and one was too short or something like that. So, but they fit together. They don't look too bad. And then when they're on there, of course, right now I can't get it together. Might have wrong. I'll get. Anyway, sorry about that. They swivel a little bit, and then I use a piece of brass rod where they go in, and they fit in there pretty tight. So if I need a little more room or a little less room, they slip in and out. Rear ones, same way. I was going to use those ones I got from MCV Products, but I didn't want to cut them up, so we did it this way. They fit together real good, so we lucked out there. They just, I don't know if you can see it, they just slide right I can't do it. I was trying to look at the phone and they just slide right together, so they do pretty good. So pretty happy with that. We did that. Let me scoot all out of the way here. And then, like I said, I cut out the bottom of the bed to where you can see the actual. We're going to put wood grain here. We're going to paint wood grain here on the bottom of the bed. So we had to smooth out a couple spots here on the side of the bed that I kind of cut into a little bit. So we cleaned that out, smoothed that out. And same way with those, what I guess they're mold release pins or whatever. I need to put a little bit more in this one. But got them smoothed out to where they're flat. No, it'll look a little better. The way it looks a little bit more like wood there, but that is really all we got done on this. Well, we swapped out door handles. I don't know if you can see that real well. Got those 3D door handles from MCV Products here a while back, and they look a lot nicer, a lot cleaner than the ones kit come with. So we just cut them off and glued those on. And that's really truly all we've done. I think, as far as I think that's all we've done. So hopefully get some more done with that this week. But we did get their gasser done. Where's my light? It looks better. It looks better out in the sun than it does in here. And then I had to use white decal paper, which I hate, but it works good because I'm still trying to figure out. It's been a year or so since I made decals to go on a dark car, so I can't remember what color you put underneath your decals, your design or whatever, to where it'll stand out on your darker colored paint when you use the clear decal paper. So I started on the video for those last night, but I think tonight I'm going to try and figure it out, which color to put behind your design so that you don't have to use the white paper. But the car come out pretty good. Oop, that's bright. That's too bright. And for you guys that been modeling for a while, you might recognize the decals. A little hard to read when they're this small, but they come from that green 54 Chevy panel gasser, I think it is. I just took them and scaled them down to where they'd fit the gasser. Second time I've used them for that. I used them for another one 1.5, 2 years ago, and I thought they looked pretty good. But that gasser was a lighter shade of green, a much lighter shade of green. So I was able to use clear paper for those. It worked out pretty good. So we decided to bedazzle. The guy at work called it the headlights. I don't know if it's showing up tonight. They kind of sparkled. Did the same thing for the Christmas tree there. They kind of sparkle a little bit when they're out. They look better out in the sun. That's a bad thing about my Hot Wheels. They look better out in the sun than they do indoors, and they always spend their life indoors, of course. So it's got a ton of flake in it. Just good old candy apple green. So hopefully that'll bring them a little bit of money. If it brings them $10, it's $10 more than they had to help with their medical costs. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the update. Like I said, we're started on the video for decals last night. I'm going to do a couple test things tonight and hopefully finish up either tomorrow night or Wednesday night and have it up by this weekend. So we appreciate you guys watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I always forget that, but you guys have a good evening, and hope y'all had a good weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye.